Well, hello again, Kyosho fans. So I did a review of this Matchbox, my very first Matchbox in like several decades, of this Porsche 914, and I did a 3D wheel project of these four-spoke Fuchs wheels. And it's okay and all, but you know, the Matchbox listed as a 1/160 scale right there. And I'm trying to stick to 164. You know, with these things, since they're only they're really inexpensive. I don't really mind if these are out of scale. You know, like for a few bucks or whatever, I can live with it. But you know, ultimately, I do want to collect 164 scale stuff. So Kyosho made this Porsche 914 a ways back. I'm not sure when though, because I don't have a box or the card or anything that came with it. Um, just came with this blister pack and it's screwed to the base. Let's take a look and see how good of a job they did. I spent a long time searching for a photo of the car with these wheels. It turns out the wheels that Kyosho molded are the steel wheels. So, okay, hold on here. Let me hit the focus button. So, you got the chromed bumper. That looks really good. I mean, that thing's so reflective. Look at my finger reflecting in that bumper. The little mirror. Look at that mirror. How it's on a little stalk there. So that's pretty good. You know, I'm not really sure what year this 914 is because it's got different. It doesn't have the silver, but I'm pretty sure Kyosho modeled this after a certain an accurate vehicle. Here's the photo with the steel wheels that I took a while to find, and so you got these four little ribs, I guess you would call them, sticking up for strength there, and they're on there, and there's a perimeter of holes. So I would say those wheels are spot on. Okay, look at the rear view here. Now, whether or not this green is accurate, I have no idea. You know, with computer monitors, cameras having all different color variations, really, unless you actually have a Porsche and a time machine, you wouldn't know. But even if you took a real Porsche, it would have faded probably from the UV of the sun. So, unless you had a time machine and you went to a Porsche dealership, there's really no way to know. Unless Porsche actually has like the color codes and gave those to Kyosho. That's a possibility. I don't know. I know that like Auto World has the paint codes or whatnot. So, I never even thought about that. Okay, well, anyways, let's take a look here. So, yeah, the tires, I don't know, some sort of grime or dust on there. But, you know, an old car like this, it has some curvature to the sidewalls, as you can compare to the photographs. And yeah, these wheels are quite spot on. And there, look at that. These tiny little slots here on the perimeter are passing air. Right? So, I'm always ragging on TLV, but come on, Kyosho can do it for what these models retail for maybe $6, $8. And I don't know why TLV constantly has blanked off wheels. It's just really weird. Alright, sorry. That's enough TLV bashing for today. Really tight panel gaps here. And unfortunately, well, yeah, in certain light, it seems like the paint's filling it in, but in other light, you can still see the panel gap. You got the somewhat flush door handle there, and it's silver, painted silver, looking good. Yeah, the green is just a solid, it's not metallic or anything like that. Ooh, unfortunately, a big contaminant right there. Or, I think that's a contaminant. I don't think it's paint bubbling. Okay, so we got some ribbing there, the little wiper fluid stuff. Those will be black on the real car. Okay, but yeah, that bumper, wow. Man, that's a really reflective bumper. Like that's one of the best ones I've seen in my collection. Then you got these little fog lights here, and I'm trying to decipher if they have plastic inserts. I think they might. Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty impressive. Got a little plastic lights in there, which I guess makes sense because you know they don't have the pop-ups up, so they usually have the budget for the little plastic headlights. So these are just painted, but they're painted nicely. Okay, so going to the back here, yeah, we got the clear lenses and good separation between the orange, red, and the backups there. And a nice shiny bumper again, separate piece of plastic here, but a little black paint there, so that's accurate. Tiny little chromed out exhaust tip sticking out. Is it chromed out? No, it's just silver paint. So my bad, but it's nice to see it carrying across this little muffler. You can see a little bit of the headers here, right, leading into this muffler. Interesting. So the engine's probably up here, midship mounted, right? And there should be 6 cylinders, so it looks like there's 6 paths going, so that's pretty accurate. The tires, wow, are they really this skinny? What do you guys think? Were 914 tires this skinny originally from the factory? I mean, the photos I pulled up, they look wider, but I don't know. I'm not going to really talk about the stats of this car because I spoke about it in the Matchbox review. This thing's riveted together. Nice little tread on the tires, though. Squeaky, but rollers. Okay, so I do like, the fact that Kyosho will put these tiny mirrors on that a lot of other brands, again, the one I was bashing earlier, they don't seem to put it on their classic cars, but it can be done. If Inno can do it and Kyosho can do it. So, what Kyosho always falls down on these black interiors. I'm sure it's accurate to the photographs of those 2 of the photos I pulled up, but I don't know, I just think it'd be nice to see different colors. I see another photo with a tan interior. Great details. That's a pretty funky steering wheel. Looks like a wishbones or something. And really weird. Never seen a steering wheel like that. Well, that's interesting as well. The driver's seat is moved up forward than the passenger seat. Why do you think they would do that? Or, well, that's weird. Interesting that they would do that. Okay, so I think there's actually back glass there. Didn't even... Yep, there's a clear piece of plastic there, so that's nice. And then, these are nicely done wiper blades. Because you have the silver paint going around the molding, but then they painted black over it. So, for molded wiper blades, that's some of the best I've seen, actually. So that's pretty good. Alright. A little silver trimmer on the glass here as well. I think the whole windscreen is probably plastic, this whole thing, and then painted the green, the black, the silver. Okay, a little ribbing here. Well, not ribbing, but a texture here for the vent here above the engine. And, okay. I'm just looking at the paint quality right now. It's not so bad. I mean, there's that one blemish, but I would have to imagine this model is pretty old. Yeah, there's a little bit of paint rash, but it's not bad paint rash. So I'm quite happy, actually. Okay, well, yeah, I'm very happy I got this one. It's definitely, going to fit in better. I can't really put my Hot Wheels and my Matchboxes in my display cabinet with the other ones because look at this, right? I mean, you just can't throw in a lot of those, cheaper models because they just look crazy next to true 64 scale stuff. So, alright, well, let's get this up on the spin thing here. And we'll let it sit in front of that photo there, these 2. Yeah, so Matchbox, I mean, for the price, did a good job, and they do list the scale. It's just not 1/64. But Kyosho, obviously, I think did a better job, and but it cost more. Maybe it cost like 5 or 6 times as much money back whenever these things were brand new. But yeah, they're getting expensive as well. Kyoshos are getting expensive on eBay in case you haven't purchased any. But there still are a lot that are not so bad. In particular, a lot of Ferraris, because it seems like Kyosho makes more Ferrari models than anything else. Like they have 12 or 13 collections going, so there's a lot of those. But some of these more obscure random cars, yeah, they get pricey, and I definitely overpaid for this. But I figured they're just gonna get more expensive later on. Maybe not. I'm not an economist. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching. If you like the Porsche 914 or tiny little cars that are supposed to be sports cars, but not really, but kind of sort of are, that would be this. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.